Hello everyone, RedBear773 back again with another update on my Minecraft stuff. Things don't look too different right now. If you remember, this is the line that goes out to the other abandoned mineshaft out there, near the frost area, the big frozen lake. Yeah, there's that waterfall. Same place I started the other video showing this line. But I've been doing a lot of work on it. Like, I've been doing a lot of fencing. Look at this giant cobblestone wall fence. I guess it's actually technically called a wall, but that's what I put there. I just built that, by the way, trying to protect this a bit more. I think there's still a few holes in my defense in this little area, but it's as good as it's gonna get. And let's see, that's just the beginning though. As you can see out there in the distance, I've got pretty much the whole line fenced in now, or walled in, I guess I should say. I didn't bother putting buttons for these. I usually just ride this, but with fraps running, doesn't work too good. And this way I can show off the fence a little bit more. This was a decent amount of work, not too bad. I mean, the cobblestone, of course, I had a whole bunch of it built up anyway. I've decided that I'm going to use Cobblestone Wall for the desert areas, and then wooden fence for everywhere else. Of course, wooden fence is a bit more work to get together. Of course, I do have a lot of areas with a lot of trees, but I like to instead farm the abandoned mine shafts, because you can get a bunch of wooden fence in there, and you find all sorts of other stuff. So, you know, why waste your time just cutting down trees when you can be getting more stuff? And this is glitching and lagging, isn't that nice? Here's some more cobblestone. Yeah, usually in the green area I would use the wooden fence, but it's only green for a tiny bit, and then it goes right back into desert. So I figured I could get away with the cobblestone here. Let's try this again. And I decided to include this desert well into the area with the fencing, for whatever reason. It's not really that big a deal, it's just a little structure. As you can see, yeah, I got all this fence in. And I like how you can put the fence on the side of a block like that. Make like a little retaining wall. I've been doing a lot of that here and there. There's still a bunch of arrows. Yeah, as you can see, since it's all lit up and fenced and stuff, I can ride this whole line at nighttime pretty safely. Now we're transitioning into the wooden fence now. And I'm sure there might be a few holes here and there, and of course there's always sections where there's hills way up above one side. Actually, it's getting dark now. So no matter how much I try to fence it all in, I think if they tried hard enough, they could probably jump over. See, I've fenced all the way up there. Maybe I should show this off. I fenced all the way up here, and then I even made like kind of like a trap here. Like if they got over from up there, they would end up here. And I think it works pretty good. I've flown through here a couple times at night, and didn't have a problem. Of course, when you're riding on the cart, you fly through pretty quick anyway, so got to be pretty lucky to get in trouble even without fencing. Although if anything gets right in front of you, forget it, it just stops you dead in your tracks. So there we go again. This is all at least 2 blocks high, so nothing can jump up there. I guess I'll just sprint. You guys saw this tunnel already. This is all fenced in now. Of course, this is one of the holes I'm talking about. Like, stuff can come from up above this mountain and crap and just bounce down. Putting a fence here wouldn't really matter because they just bounce down on top of it. I got a bunch of torches in and haven't had a problem yet. This fence is mostly for like cows and pigs and stuff that kept on wandering on the tracks. See? Hello, cow. You can't get out of my line anymore. I keep animals and stuff alive as much as I can. Only kill what I really have to, I guess. Yeah, you guys saw all this. I don't think you saw, I fenced in this whole tower here with the cobblestone. But it goes with it because it's a cobblestone tower, so. And of course I made it's easy to get out, but you can't get in, which is fine. I don't care if you're actually fenced in, you just gotta be fenced out, if that makes any sense. I wish the wood would meet up with the cobblestone. I guess I could take out this cobblestone corner and put in stone instead, if that made any sense. Here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That just looks better. And let's see, of course this whole section where we're riding along the side of the mountain, I didn't have to fence that in. There's a chance that they can jump down from on top of the mountain, but they've jumped down a couple times behind me, but that's not really gonna get me. The mountain's pretty high up there though, so even if they do jump down, okay. That's just not gonna work. Even if they do jump down, they're gonna be pretty close to dead anyway. Oh, actually, since I'm walking, I made a secret little tunnel. Shortcut. This is probably the way the line should have ran, but I didn't realize it at the time when I was building the line. I could have just cut through the mountain, and there we are. You guys saw this, but it wasn't fenced in. You guys did not see this, however, this big imposing staircase up into the mountain. Now, what is this? Well, it's not really that big a deal. But it's where I moved my nether portal to. I didn't like where I had it. I had it in the basement of my other castle building. And when I built it, I didn't know it was going to make a lot of noise all the time. So I didn't like that. And anyway, when I rebuilt it here, I ended up going into a different part of the nether, and practically right on top of another fortress. So haha. I haven't really messed with that too much. I messed with it enough to die, that's about it, which I knew I would when I went in there. Couldn't believe it when I walked in. I just like went around the corner in there and ta-da, giant imposing bridge. I was like, wow. Okay, and you can see this is fenced in. You can see there's a line going from here now. Let's see if we can ride this one. I'll pause the video. Alright, let's give it a shot. This section lags a lot anyway. Oh, there's a zombie. Who's in the water. Now from here, pretty soon. Okay, that's not gonna work. Pretty soon I run out of fencing here. There's a little bit of wood fencing here. This is supposed to be wood fencing, but whenever it's like a retaining wall like this, then I'll stick with the cobblestone wall because it looks good like that on the edge, I think. The wood fence on the edge like that looks a little funny. And I think right around here, yeah, that's where I ran out of wood fence. So then the line's pretty open again. And guess I'll break the video pretty soon because it's getting dark. I gotta ride up to my little hidey hole. Alright, this looks to be about where I left off here. Yeah, that's where the end of the fence is. And I'll just dash through here. Sprint, whatever it's called. And this is all ballasted still, but you can't tell because in some spots because of all the snow. But I like the snow, so I'm not going to rip it up just to see the ballast. It's not that big a deal. You can see I got another little wall. I like how that's like a retaining wall. Of course, this needs to be fenced still, but I ended up stranding a few wolves over there in the corner. They kept on getting on the track here, and I refused to kill them. I don't really want more pet dogs. They're kind of useless. Oh, I could have put retaining walls around there. Oh well, do that later. And we got a nice little bridge here, a low bridge. I was kind of lazy when I built this bridge. I didn't like count off the spaces between the pillars or anything. I just built it quick. And now we got to climb up this hill. Wherever I could use the cobblestone wall as little retainer walls, I did that. So that just lessens the amount of wood fence that I need anyway. Now in this section here where we're going along the edge of the hills and stuff, I did something a little different. Yeah, you guys didn't see this line at all yet. But I started actually making the diagonal track, you know, the little zigzags. And it looks ridiculous. That's why I usually don't do it. But when you ride on it, it does work pretty good. It doesn't slow you down too much, I found out. And it kind of makes sense around here instead of making the big L turns. Little zigzags here and there. I don't like it a whole lot still because it looks silly, but it works good. This is the first time that I did that too, with the diagonal stuff. Still got a bunch of fencing to do here, especially down here where all these damn sheep keep getting in the way. That one's standing on top of the wall there. Go. Get off the fence there. Doesn't matter, you'll be right back up. It's just little sections of fence too. I got a little section right here. Well, then I got this whole side too, I guess. Yeah, you're gonna get right back up there. Should just kill them, but I don't. And here we're into the swamp. I think I just mentioned it before, but I didn't show it off. Yeah, we're just off the edge of the map there, upper left-hand corner. Gotta make a new map for this section still, but some more diagonal stuff. It just looks so silly. I don't think I'm gonna probably do it much more. And I built a little swamp outpost here, just on the way, because we're going up to that other abandoned mineshaft up north. Looks a little weird. I don't know why, but just a little station. But the reason why I built the station here and I got excited about finding a swamp is right over here. I found a witch's hut. Thankfully there was no witch in there. And, I stuck a couple of dirt blocks up there or whatever, climbed up there and stuck a torch in there. So I don't think one can ever spawn now. That's good, because those, from what I've read about witches, they're a pain in the ass and they would probably kill me pretty easily. So, that's cool though. That's what I found. I was like, holy crap, is that a witch's hut? And it was, and I didn't die, so that was good. But there's not a whole lot to the swamp though. There's like little islands and stuff, and then it goes right back to desert. It's like, I guess that's what swamps are usually like though. I don't know. This is my first real swamp that I've found. I'd like to just ride the line, but it'll work a little better here. Obviously this whole section needs to be fenced in still. Nope. That's not gonna work today. Oh yeah, let me break the video again. Okay. And now we're through the swamp. At least the railroad's through the swamp. I guess there's a lot more swamp out that way, islands and stuff, but now we're cutting into a desert again. Or desert. Yeah, there's some more diagonal line. Got a little retaining wall here for this freaking giant ravine. I haven't climbed around down there yet, but it's huge. That's probably the end of the diagonal stuff, I think. I'm gonna try this one more time. What? Wow. Okay, I'm convinced that this is way too laggy to work considering what just happened there. Another little short bridge, no big deal. Now we head into the desert, so now I can use Cobblestone Wall again. So here, all the way down to the end of the line, is all fenced in again. And once I harvest the hell out of this, try it again. Once I harvest the hell out of this abandoned mineshaft, then maybe I'll get the rest fenced in. This is just not gonna work. Oh. Okay, maybe it is. Obligatory lag spike, I guess. You can see I just fenced it in. I made it narrow where I had to because there were hills of sand and I didn't want them to be able to jump over the fence. Here's the end of the line. I've got a nice little sandstone fort here. Put a little set of steps. I think I had an extra step, so I said screw it, that's for the cat. And of course the cat tunneled a little trench under the wall so he could get around. That's my story. Yeah, there's the cat. I got two cats here. One of them is on standby for when the other one dies, when he's down with me, because you know how cats are, they love to find a way to die. And here's this little building, this fort. It's not that little actually. Put the door here because down here, that's where the mineshaft is. I'll show that off in a second. And up here, I built this building like a little mazy for no real reason. We got a room here and a room with the bed here. And I put the fences in the windows just for a little variety, I guess. So I don't build them all the same way. A simple fort overlooking the desert here. We are, yeah, that's what I was showing you before in the last video, way up in the northwest corner. I found, I told you already, found two little blocks in the desert that were off, you know, two block deep hole, and dug down around a little bit right here. That's what I found. There was a lot of water coming down here originally. I cut it off since it's relatively safe now. There's what I found, and that was full of freaking spider webs. Maybe I'll stick a couple screenshots in. 3 cave spider spawners, all relatively close to each other, and I survived them all somehow. You know, I went up this way and I tunneled around to get above them, and with some very careful planning I was able to take them out. I'm not going to wander around here much, but I just figured I'd give you a nice little glimpse. So yeah, this is abandoned mineshaft number 5? 5 or 6? I think it's 5. I still have a lot of harvesting to do. See, there's so much wood and fence. Well, I like to leave some of it. You know, I don't want to strip it all, but like I'll leave some archways but take a lot of them. But yeah, I've pretty much got this all cleared out of monsters for the most part, except the parts where there's like caverns underneath and above that might be able to leak in. But it's pretty good. Yeah, dead end. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing. A lot of work, but it might not look like I did a whole lot, but it's been a lot of work. And So that's my Minecraft update. I'll see you next time. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. I think I'm pretty much done building railroads for now, unless I find somewhere else to go off to. I guess I can work on that village line. I haven't done much with that village at all. I don't know why. I have 2 villages now, and I don't really do anything with them. So anyway, I'll see you some other time. Later. Just figured I'd show you. Here's one of the 3 layers that I cleared out, and you can see the ridiculous amount of cobwebs. And I cleared a bunch too. I think the spawner was like right here maybe, right around here. And yeah, I think this one, if I remember correctly, yeah, I was over on this bridge. Just starting to hear a spider or 2. I'm thinking, maybe there's a problem, and I look over there and I see all those webs. Of course, it wasn't lit up that good. I think there was 1 torch or something. I was able to see that there was a wall of webs. I was like, oh, that's bad. And, you know, retreat. But, yeah, fun times.